Hello and welcome back to Mega Reacts. Today we're going to be watching Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 12. Last episode we saw the end to Byron, the hair model, cult leader of the telepath revolution, has died. Self-sacrifice, self-deletion basically. He and his followers decided to bail out in some sort of form of protest or disillusion in the world, in the universe. They took a shot around some chemicals and boom, they went. Now this is going to have the effect, I think. Well, it's gonna have a two-pronged effect. It's gonna have the effect of what Marcus would have wanted. Byron. What Byron would have wanted. Did I call him Marcus earlier? I don't know. So bad with names. It's the hair, man. He is Discount Marcus in my eyes, so that's why I probably call him Marcus sometimes. I apologize, Marcus. I do not mean to dishonor you by calling Byron you. You are much better than Byron. I was not a Byron fan, but it's going to have a two-pronged effect. It is going to cause a telepath revolution. But where Byron wanted a peaceful revolution, this is going to break out into full-on warfare and violence. I do believe in the last episode of Season 4, they mentioned the telepath revolution. And I believe Babylon 5 and Byron's little story was just the spark that ignited the telepath revolution flames. So I think that's going to happen. I do think Lita is going to lead the revolution. She has lost her lover, her wonderfully soft-haired lover, and the mental orgies she was having down there, the home she found among people who didn't charge her rent. She was happy, and it's all been taken away, and, you know, she can go dark. We've seen her go dark. We've seen those eyes turn black. We have seen how powerful she can be. So what is she going to do with this anger, this rage, this passion? She's going to push it into the revolution. And with that, she's going to blow it up. And things are going to get crazy. I still think the telepaths should just move to Narn. Because the Narns have lost a substantial part of their population due to Centauri shenanigans. They have no telepaths. So they have the room. They could use the help to rebuild their world, maybe get some interspecies, you know what, going on, and reintroduce some telepaths into the Narn bloodstream, into the bloodlines. I don't know, but I think they could come to some sort of peaceful solution, and they could live on Narn and help rebuild the Narn homeworld as partners with the Narn people. That would be what I would be pushing right now. So I don't know if it's going to go that route, or if it's just going to be bang, bang, angry telepath versus everyone. But that's where I would go with it. And yeah, that's kind of the big thing from the last few episodes. And of course, Bester was awesome. Bester. And Sheridan is like, why did I let these goddamn telepaths on my station? And Lockley, Robin of Locksley. You know, she did a little Die Hard moment, crawling through some ducks. It was all fine. It was all fine. I'm just glad it's over. I'm over Byron and his whole thing. I'm ready to move on. I'm fine if we move on with the revolution. Byron's out. His little group of hair models are out, I hope. And let's just move on with the revolution. And let's get a new angle on what's going on. Other than that, I really want to get into what's going on with Londo and G'Kar, my homies. The whole Delenn Sheridan thing has kind of run its course. I almost feel like they've become almost background characters for the first part of season 5, which I'm not a huge fan of. I do know they have to play a bigger role before the end of the season, because in the flash forward with Londo, we've seen she was captured and you know, there were things going on and they were on Centauri Prime. So we got to get some build up to that. We should have them a little more focused in on the storyline, but so far it's been kind of lax with them. We got Lanier who ran off. Ain't seen him in a hot minute. I mean, we saw him for a little bit in one episode, I think, where he came back. Yeah, but yeah, it's been kind of lax with a lot of the main characters. We've been focusing a whole lot on Byron and his freaking telepaths, and I'm glad it's over. Season 5. Let's do a little. I'm feeling talkative. I got some whiskey mixed in with my coffee. I spent the whole morning doing manual labor, so I'm tired but energized. Sometimes it just feels good to go work with your hands and lift things and be manly. Ooh, man lift heavy object. Man strong. So I'm rewarding myself with some Babylon 5 and some whiskey in my coffee. So yeah, let's do a little mid-season review of season 5. It's not been great. It's not been great. I knew going into it, season 5 was controversial among fans on where it is. As of right now, season 1 was better by leaps and bounds. I know some people say season 5 is better than season 1 and season 1's better than season 5. I'm a season 1 is better than season 5 person so far. My mind could change by the end of it, but I doubt it. We're over halfway in, so I don't know. Yeah, so it's been a rough season. The fact that I love most of these characters so much has carried the season for me. I'm still enjoying moments. I'm still enjoying some of the world building. I mean, we have been with a lot of these characters. We've been with this world for 4 seasons now. So we are invested in the universe that has been laid out before us. But where it loses me, and I think it's probably the case for most people, is when they focus heavily on the new introductions. Because we're not as invested with those characters, with what's going on with them. Byron, Lockley, they're just kind of there. They're thrown in. I feel like they've done a lot of work to make us like them and care about them. But all it's done for me is take away time I want to spend with the characters I've been with for 4 fucking seasons. I want to follow Lanier. I want to follow Veer. I want to follow Londo and G'Kar and Sheridan and I forgot her name. How did I forget her name? The Whiskey Man. This is embarrassing. Son of a biscuit eater. How long will it take me to remember her name? Sheridan, Londo, G'Kar, Veer, Lanier, Delenn. Fudge. Do you see how bad I am with names? Even a name I've said 1,000 times. It's so good. I love it. I've gotten worse as I've gotten older. But it's only really names I'm bad with. That's not true. I'm bad with a lot of things. Okay. So I want to follow them. I want to see what they're doing. I want to see the building of this new organization Sheridan has made. I want to see Garibaldi and his wife he finally has, or girlfriend. I don't think they're married yet. His girlfriend that he's wanted forever. And he finally has a relationship with her again, and we've got nothing on that. Even Bester. Like, give me some Bester episodes. We had a few, which was good, but I'm talking Bester-centric. I want to see an episode where we start with Bester. A day in the life of Bester, where we follow him and we see what he does throughout a day, the good and the bad, and the reason for it both. And just follow him and get a little more in his head and really see who he is and what he does. I mean, I kind of think I know, but I would love to just see it. A day in the life of Bester at the Psy-Corps. That would be a good time. And instead of that, we get dead people coming back to life for a night. We get hair models who asked to come and live here, and we let them, and they've been just ungrateful ever since. And they're bitching and moaning when there's 1,000 worlds out there to go find. I don't know. So it's been a rough season so far. I don't hate it. I don't love it. A few good scenes, but overall, on a rewatch, most of season 5 so far is completely skippable. And I was told that the final episode of season 5 was supposed to be the final episode of season 4. If that is the case, how many of you watching this on a rewatch just watch season 4 and then the last episode of season 5 and call it a day? Are there many people that do that? Because right now, season 5, I don't think I really want to rewatch. Where season 1 through 4, I'm going to do a rewatch. 100%. 100%. Or rewatch 1 through 4. I might film it. I might not. It depends on the interest. Let me know if you have interest in that below. I think I've asked that once before. So I think I will probably try to film it. But it's going to be a completely different vibe, I think, than my initial watches. But I don't know. I don't really know. What I do know is I have talked entirely too long. No one's going to watch this intro. If you made it this far, comment zoot zoot if you made it this far. And with that said, let's just get into this episode. But before we do, come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, Patreon, link in the description below. This is Mega. Let's get into it. Audio looks okay. Babylon 5, my station. Hey, Delin. Sorry I forgot your name.
Got 24 more copies of this treaty to sign before the meeting. We knew that the presidency was 50% panic and 50% paperwork. Give me 5 more minutes.
I could have told you that. You need one of those electro pins that sign it for you.
I'll tell them we're declaring war on Earth. That will give them something positive to think about.
Good, good. Give me the paperwork and I'll sign it.
Done.
Not even paying attention. Wait a minute. I do love me some Sheridan. I still prefer Sinclair, even after this long.
Sorry I'm late.
I wish it was Sinclair we followed so much.
They're not here. The members of the Alliance voted to boycott all future meetings of the Council.
Oh.
Until we can guarantee the safety of their shipping lines against the recent series of attacks.
They make a fair point,
Well, as
sir.
much as I hate to admit it, they've got a point.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
We need a break.
We're all on the same
Witness
page here.
Something.
Yes, we do. Badly.
Red Star 9, to anyone in the sector, we are under attack. We are under attack. Whoa, Jimmy, you still down there? Yeah. They're jamming the signal. You got to give me more power. Maybe we can outrun them.
This dude's loving it, man. He lives off the adrenaline. Yeah, we're gonna die. Woo! That's gonna be our witness. I'm nothing but space debris. Smart man. Smart man. He's got main character energy going on. You know, I just said all the stuff about this season, but you know what I do love? I love this intro. It's hitting hard. It could be the whiskey and coffee, but this is a good intro. I didn't like it at first. It's grown on me. The Ragged Edge.
Now it is a relief to leave Centauri Prime and be anywhere else.
Yeah, Centauri Prime's
Well, have you
going to
considered
hell
the
real
possibility
quick.
that you're simply not meant to be happy, no matter where you are?
No, I hadn't. Not until you mentioned it. I thought you were supposed to be protecting
Why's
me,
everyone
looking out for my best interests.
bowing to
I
him?
am. The warrior in me is watching out for your life.
The great hero
But
of the
Narn in
Narn?
me has decided that it's your spirit that's in the greatest need of protection.
No, wait. I'm honored, sir. He seems very glad to see you.
Yes, but we weren't gone that long, less than a month.
Well, there you have the key to your popularity. Your absence. Go away for a month and they bow. Go away for 6 months. They will tear the place apart when you come back.
Yeah.
Rise and shine, Garibaldi. Rise and shine.
Hey, Michael, where you been? Did I wake you?
I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, what time is it?
Looking like discount Bruce Willis from behind.
I'll be there.
You sure? Because if you're not feeling well.
I'll be fine. Tell him I'll be there with bells on.
Well, at least that way we'll know how to find you. Security out.
Zach, a little smartass. Love you, Zach. You got the best hair on the show, too. Need to go talk some sense into Lita. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Garibaldi's back on the sauce. Here's to you, Garibaldi.
I think we have some good news.
Can we find him and get him to testify about what he saw?
Well, there's only one way to know for sure, and that's to go in and take a look. I know a guy who's a security consultant in the Drazi capital. I worked with him back when we were stationed on the mining colony on Europa. He had the good sense to get the hell out before I did. If anybody can find this guy, it's him.
Stephen, I want you to go along with Garibaldi. Watch his back.
Okay.
And
I'd rather he not.
What? So I can
This is a
drink?
delicate situation, and my guy's not going to trust anybody except
I
me.
want to be able to drink without judgment.
So what you're
from the
saying is you
dude
don't
I
want me
got
alone?
off of
No, that's not what I'm
Stimps.
saying. You want me to do this, I got to do it my way. I know what I'm getting into. I'll be all right.
all right, pack your bags. The next shuttle that leaves through Drazi space is in 1 hour.
Okay, so you're like a messiah figure. Are you Space Jesus?
Talon, is it you?
My man! Welcome back! Still
me
carrying the
most days.
sword.
Except for those days when I don't feel quite like myself, and I suppose that I am someone else. But for now, yes, it's me.
But this is wonderful. Where have you been?
Well, I go where the sword is needed.
Where is my book, Talon? The book I have been writing for the last 2 years?
That's what I wanted to see you about. You must understand, Jakar, that all we knew is that you went with Milari to Centauri Prime. Many of us felt that you had been taken prisoner or were going to be executed.
Where is my book? It is my only copy.
Yes, that is precisely the point.
Not anymore.
The Kari felt if anything happened to you, the Book of Jakar would never see the light of day.
The Book of Jakar.
Liberated it.
It's the New Testament for the Narn Empire,
Those that
Narn
read it
Republic.
were very moved by it. And they made some copies. Just a few.
And then they made
Their
copies.
friends.
And they made copies.
A few more.
And they made
A
copies.
few more copies.
How many?
Well, it's hard to say exactly.
I've only been gone for a month, Talon. There can't be that many copies floating around this quickly. How many?
1,000,000.
500 or 600
1,000? 100?
thousand.
Oh!
I have been told that it will outsell the Book of Jaquan. Congratulations, Citizen Jakar. You are now a religious icon.
Nice. I knew that was his
Check in
path.
with the Lynn twice a day while I'm gone. Keep up with the latest from the Rangers.
Michael, I know the routine. I got.
I might take back
covered.
everything I said at the beginning of this episode.
Let me take care
I'm
of it.
digging this pretty hard.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
I was just.
But it's the old cast. It's the old crew doing our things. Like, this is what I wanted.
Thanks.
Come on,
I
man.
wanted to talk to you before you left.
Wishes do
Find out
come
if you and I
true.
are okay.
What are you talking about? Of course we're okay.
We're fine, buddy.
Well, then, why didn't you want me on this mission?
Because
I told you.
No. You
I'm
gave
back
me
on the
reasons.
sauce.
Yes, all very
Back
logical,
on the
very
sauce.
sensible reasons. But look, I'm not talking about what you said. I'm talking about the way you said it. I'm getting a definite impression you don't want me around on a personal level. So now I gotta ask, you and I okay?
Yeah, of course we're
yeah,
okay.
we good, bro. You didn't bang
Steven,
my
this is me.
you
I'm
didn't
just
bang my
looking for a
girlfriend,
friend,
did you?
that's all. If you weren't a friend, I'd have you along in a second, but you are. And this could get really bad. And like I said, my contact's not going to trust anybody but me.
Drazi, don't throw up. Don't throw up. Don't. Oh, he's throwing up. Ah, coming down in the atmosphere too. The look. Oh, so good. That is my whiskey bag. Please. You ungrateful bastard.
great way to get yourself killed.
Just checking your reactions to see if time had slowed them down. I think they're even better than the last time I saw you.
Yeah, well, when you get stabbed and shot in the back enough times, sooner or later you learn to look behind you.
And they said you were slow.
Tafiq.
My man!
Oh.
They know your people found a missing life pod at the site of the last attack. And it would be far easier for them to deny knowing anything about it if you were dead. Suffice to say, he wants to get off planet as soon as possible.
Well, that should make my negotiations a little easier.
That, yes, but getting him off planet, that will be hard. Ah, good. Room service.
Be careful. You'll get shot opening the door. Maybe you're getting poisoned.
Good fortune.
He seems nice and trustworthy, which makes me not trust him. Oh, that first taste. That first taste.
What happened to your hair?
Hard life. Bruce Willis was popular. Take your pick. Drinking green Kool-Aid.
Tafiq!
Oh! Well, it was nice knowing you. Are they gonna frame Garibaldi for the murder? Wake up with a gun in his hand? That would have been nice. Oh. Oh. Is that the signal? That's the signal.
He will meet us tonight in the park at the base of the hotel. He has the location of this balcony and the precision signal light.
That's some quality green screen work. Oh, there he goes. Are humans stronger than Drazi? It seems like we are.
Tafiq, can you hear me?
I don't want your shouting to be the last thing I hear. The pilot, you have to get to him before they do. Before they...
Sorry I doubted you, my man. You're a good guy. Goddamn drone.
I'm alone!
The power of the drunk, Garibaldi. Come on. Show me some moves. Or get your ass kicked. Because you're a drunkard. You suck, Garibaldi. Gotta quit drinking. Did they kill him? Did they kill your witness? I think he's dead. Fudge. You can never trust an addict.
I've got an emergency encoded transmission from Mr. Garibaldi on Channel 4.
Put it through.
I'm in trouble, John.
Michael, are you all right?
Not really. The mission's completely foobarred. I need to get out of here ASAP.
Can you take a civilian transport?
Negative. I don't think they got a picture, but I'm pretty sure my description's all over the place. Spaceport, customs, everywhere. They're after me.
Who?
Everybody.
Go away!
It's Talon.
Fame is not to his liking.
I think
He never
there are
wanted
two
this.
more than before. They would like to speak to you. Or more to the point, I think they would like you to speak to them.
I have nothing to say to them. I turned down a chance to become ruler of our world, Talon. And I never once looked back.
No.
Because it is not my place in life to lead. If I turn that down, how can I take on all this?
Great men are forced into things, usually not by choice.
A long time ago, Jakar, I told you that you had an unfair advantage over me.
Yes, you did.
I carry my sword in my hand, but you carry your sword in your heart, where no one can take it from you. I have an obligation of honor to use mine. Do you not share that obligation to use yours?
To what end, Talon? I have nothing to teach them.
That is where you are wrong. For 100 years, we have taught ourselves one thing.
Hate,
how to
war,
hate and
vengeance.
how to fight. This is a new age, Jakar.
How to live, how to
We
love,
have to learn other lessons.
how to forgive.
It's not about teaching something. It's about unlearning hatred and unlearning fear. I am a warrior. I cannot teach them these things.
I worry, Talon, that my shadow may become greater than the message.
If that happens, I give you my word that I will personally kill you.
This is supposed to put my mind at ease.
I'll take it.
I'm a warrior. It's what I have to give. You and I both have our burdens to bear, Jakar. I will carry mine.
You carry yours.
If you will carry yours.
Yeah. Yeah. That's some heartfelt talk right there that no one else could have given him.
And that's all you brought back?
During the fight, it came off one of the guys who killed the pilot.
But you have no idea who they were, even what race
No.
they belonged to.
I was drunk.
It was dark.
Hungover.
Cloaked. I didn't see a thing. Oh, these guys they're different. Different operation. Whoever killed the pilot, they're the ones behind these attacks. They knew the pilot was alive, and they killed him before we could bring him back to testify about what he saw. They knew exactly what we were trying to do.
Meaning we have a leak.
My apologies for being late. There was a most remarkable problem with the transport tube. It dropped 2 floors and then stopped suddenly. And so there I was with my feet around my ears, admiring an entirely new view of my inner self. Ah, where did you find this,
It's Centauri.
Of course. I've seen this all my life. Ever since I came to the Royal Court, anyway. You won't find this anywhere else. It is a, button from one of the uniforms of our Imperial Palace Guards. And the design here is the seal of Emperor Toscano, who first commissioned the Palace Guard 2,000 years ago.
And now we have the proof. The fucking Centauri.
Zocalo.
Which we already
Real
knew.
old and thought it might be worth something.
Well then, as you so colorfully say, Mr. Garibaldi, you were taken for a ride. So, what have I missed?
Nothing.
Michael
Nothing
was
at
just
all.
filling us in on the
The
results of his
Centauri
mission.
are compromised again.
What did you find?
Nothing at all.
So, let's move on to the next subject of business.
I don't think we can trust him anymore. We know now that the Centauri are almost certainly involved in these attacks. But Londo would have not just dropped that information in our labs if he were involved.
No.
Agreed.
On the other hand, he is most certainly responsible for the leak that nearly got Michael killed. It does answer a lot of questions.
Except this one. Why? What do the Centauri have to gain by these
They're
attacks?
being controlled by little Little
They're
creatures
dividing
on
the
their
alliance,
shoulders.
making the members suspect each other, divide and conquer.
Except
The allies of the
needs these
shadow.
guys as much as anyone else.
If you tell him what we know, he'll be outraged. He'll do whatever's necessary to track this problem back to its source. And in a very shortly thereafter, he will almost
He will
certainly
die.
be dead.
Yes, and I'm his bodyguard, so I'll be dead.
We were attacked on Centauri Prime by other Centauri opposed to Molari. At the last moment, he was saved by an outside force.
Keep an eye on him, Jakar. He may be our only chance to solve this thing. But I'd rather not do it at the cost of his life.
An eye is all I have these days.
Doctor's personal journal continued.
Because he has one eye.
EarthGov to confirm the information I received the other day.
That's pretty good.
In the past, we have had little to do with other races. Evolution teaches us that we must fight that which is different in order to secure land, food, and mates for ourselves.
That damn reptile brain programming.
Where the nobility of intellect asserts itself and says no. We need not be afraid of those who are different. We can embrace that difference and learn from it.
Most holy.
There is no most holy here. There is only me.
The Book of Jakar is holy. If it was written under the direct inspiration of the universe itself, as everyone believes it to be, then the whole of it must be true. How then can you go against it?
Show me the passage in the book.
Subtle. Yeah, I know what they're doing here.
Good. Good. Now, put your face in the book. If the book is holy and I am holy, then I must help you become closer to the thoughts of the universe. Put your face in the book.
Lemon shot.
There's lesson number 1.
He passed out. Bottle next to him? Show us that bottle. As if we don't know. Yeah. Right next to Bugs. Ah, come on, Garibaldi, get it together. I'll be right back with you. That was Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 12. That was a good episode. We're getting back into what I love about this show, our main group of characters and them doing things for the betterment of the newly formed alliance for Babylon 5, for the different races. Jakar is now a religious figure, a messiah, you could say, a prophet, and he's going to start helping teach people to forgive and love and move on from the hatred that has kept them alive for so long. That species, the Narn, have survived on vengeance and hatred and all the negativity to get revenge was their driving force, and in part led to their second downfall in the war, because, you know, there was just such hatred between the Narn and the Centauri that Londo, when asked, "What do you want?" You know, he wanted to return to the old glorious days of the Centauri Republic, of war and expansion and all of those terrible things that they did in the past, which led them to redo it in the future. And maybe if the Narn and the Centauri found peace previously, it all could have been avoided. But too much hate on both sides. It's not just the Narn. But it's a very sad situation. But it appears the Narn are going to be moving on. And what better way to move on into this new future of peace than to hook up with the telepaths and move them in? That's still where I'm hoping this goes. But yeah, that was a solid episode. It really focused a lot on Garibaldi, the drunkard. He is off the wagon hard. There's nothing wrong with drinking. I'm drinking now. I got a full whiskey cabinet. I got 20, 30 bottles of whiskey back there. But I'm not an addict. That's the difference. And it's not about how much you drink even. It's what you do when you drink. what happens to your life when you drink. Garibaldi's life is falling apart in a matter of days here because he cannot control himself when he drinks. Like, I've had people say, because I have such a large whiskey cabinet, that, oh, you're a drunk or whatever. No. Drunks don't have whiskey cabinets. Drunks have empty bottles. Like that last scene of Garibaldi, empty bottles. Drunks can't just have a drink or two and be done. No, they're going to drink until there's no alcohol left to drink. And Garibaldi is an alcoholic. He is an addict. And it's sad to see him fall apart like this and see it compromise missions, lead to people getting killed. No doubt his friend and the pilot witness are both dead in part because Garibaldi's back on the bottle. There's no guarantee it wouldn't happen anyway, but the odds of it not happening would have been higher. So he's got to be carrying around that guilt, which in turn will make him drink more because he feels guilty. It's just a very unhealthy cycle. I know about addicts. All right. I know very well about addicts, and Garibaldi is 100%. He needs help, and he needs to go to Franklin the way Franklin needed to go to Garibaldi. They can talk to each other about this. He is probably the only one who can help Garibaldi get back on track, and he's going to be leaving at the end of the year. So the clock is ticking. We need to get that fixed. But overall, great episode. The council finally knows it is the Centauri who are doing the raids or are responsible for the raids. And hopefully we can start getting some answers there. For the group, we kind of know what the answer is, but they don't. But yeah, solid episode. I felt like I was back watching Babylon 5 Season 4 for a little bit there. So that's a great thing. There was no Lockley, whatever the hell her name is. Don't even care. And she's fine. She's fine. She's not doing a bad job. Her character's not terrible. The acting's not bad. I'm just not interested in a new character right now. Like, I have no room in my life for a new character who is going to be gone in one season because the show ends. It's like, I just don't have the energy for it. She's fine, but I just, you know? I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. I didn't talk too much. If you did, continue to come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega, signing off.